If you're noticing gasoline coming out of the oil drain plug on your riding lawnmower, then you've stumbled onto a rather vexing problem. This isn't the kind of issue you can afford to ignore, as it points to a significant mechanical misstep where gasoline is somehow making its way into the oil system. This usually happens due to a problematic carburetor. More specifically, the needle valve in the carburetor is likely failing. It's supposed to stop the flow of fuel into the carburetor when the engine is off, but if it's not seating correctly or is worn out, gas can seep into the carburetor and then down into the oil pan through the cylinder. Another potential culprit could be a stuck float within the carburetor. The float is designed to rise with the level of gasoline, eventually reaching a point where it tells the needle valve to cut off fuel flow. However, if the float gets stuck, or if there's a leak causing it to fill with fuel, it won't rise as it should, leading to an overflow of gas into places it has no business being, like your oil pan. Mechanically speaking, this situation is pretty bad for a number of reasons. Gasoline dilutes the oil, reducing its lubricity and the overall protection of engine parts. This can increase wear and tear, potentially leading to catastrophic engine failure if not addressed promptly. So, is it worth trying to fix? Absolutely, but with a caveat. The complexity of the repair depends on your familiarity with small engines and whether you feel comfortable dismantling and repairing the carburetor yourself. If you have experience with mechanical repairs, you could potentially tackle this problem by either rebuilding or replacing the carburetor and thoroughly flushing the contaminated oil system. However, if mechanical repairs aren't your forte, it might be best to take your lawnmower to a professional. Given the potential for further damage if the issue isn't resolved correctly, having someone with experience handle it could save you from more expensive repairs down the line. Remember, preventative maintenance is key. Regularly checking the condition of your lawnmower's carburetor and keeping an eye on the oil can save you from running into this issue in the first place. Sometimes it's these little checks that keep the heart of your garden machinery beating strong. And hey, there's a certain satisfaction in diagnosing and fixing these issues yourself. If you decide to take on the challenge, more power to you. Just be sure to take the necessary precautions and do your homework before diving in.